Hello and welcome to Raven's Arcana. I am Raven. Thank you as always for joining me. And it's time to perform a tarot reading for all my Tauruses for the month of December. So I'm a Taurus as well, so this will be not only reading for all of you, but obviously for me. It's going to be interesting to get into this. And let's go ahead and start shuffling. All the cards are pre-shuffled, but I do like to give a little shuffle here. Get the energy started around, right? Once again, this is a reading for all my Tauruses. Me being a Taurus as well. This is for me. Can't wait to see how this journey ends here. And let's go ahead. So we're going to start out with the Illuminati Tarot deck. And we'll start with 3 and see where it takes us. Ooh. Wheel of Fortune reversed. Ace of Swords reversed. And the Queen of Wands reversed. A lot of reversals here. All right. So, for my Tauruses and for myself, we are not going to be completing a cycle in December here. Something is keeping us from moving on. Now, the Ace of Swords here, we are really unclear as to why we cannot move on. We cannot end this cycle. We cannot start anew. And hopefully this just means we're ending December, ending the year, and starting anew in January. But we'll see where this takes us, right? So, not a lot of clarity here. Maybe we don't have a lot of the information. That's what I'm feeling. So there's some information we're missing to get that turned around, get that upright, where we strive for victory. And, with the Queen of Wands here, Queen of Wands is the mother of fire. We had the Queen of Wands in the last reading for Aries, which is interesting that this came up. And it's in the same position. However, for us Tauruses, it is reversed. So, oh man, we are having some stagnation here. We're having some stagnation with creativity. And we're not able to move forward. Now, I feel like this is a lesson that we're going to have to learn. So we're going to stay in the game and figure out what we need to do to move on, to get past this, to start this new cycle. So let's jump in here and let's see how we're going to work through this. And we have the Tarot of the Magical Forest. I'm going to use for clarifiers on this. One more shuffle here. Yeah, man. I just feel stagnation here. There's not a lot going on. Not a lot of growth. Jupiter governing the wheel. There's not a lot of growth here. It's a lot of stagnation. And I feel like we're missing some information here for some reason. We don't have all the information. It's not being given to us. And it's blocking our creativity. And as a fixed sign as a Taurus, where you have problems with stubbornness and bulletness and non-movement. Let's see what we need to do here. Let's do this. 7 of Swords reversed. And we have Death. I'm going to jump to Death immediately here. There's no transition. There's no transition whatsoever. Scorpio energy. Man, we have a lot of reversals. A lot of blockages. And then, good thing is, 7 of Swords, usually with this deceit. I'm wondering what this is. I am wondering why this card came out. Now, lack of information with the Ace of Swords. Lack of clarity. Especially going between the wheel. Lack of motion. Lack of end of cycle. Lack of clarity. The 7 of Swords reversed is also about information. It is about the lack of clarity. It is about someone, something, not giving us all 7 of our swords. If we had the 7 swords, we'd be able to make some decisions and move on and move past the stagnation, have some transition, and maybe have a little bit of creativity. I'm hearing consumption. I'm hearing consuming. So not only are we stagnant, not only are we not moving forward, we're not creating, we're consuming. This is all consuming, especially with everything being reversed. So this is a time, and it could be the holidays, it could be consuming alcohol, consuming liquids, partying, taking a break. It could mean that, for sure. This is tricky, though. Not a lot of information. Someone's not allowing us to see the information, now that someone can always be ourself. 7 being a faith number, and that being reversed. Maybe we don't have faith in ourselves in the moment. Maybe we're going through something that we're lacking confidence. It could be communication. Let's take one more of these Tear the Magical Forest. It's the Hierophant reversed. Hierophant reversed. So traditions. You know what? I am feeling that the reason why we're stagnant, especially in the holidays, we're easing out of Thanksgiving, easing in towards Christmas. It's supposed to be joyful, cheerful, it's supposed to be with family. I think that a lot of us are not able to celebrate with our family. A lot of us are not able to have those traditions, and especially going into the holidays, regardless of what you believe, what you celebrate, who you are, what your traditions are. You're unable to do that. Yeah, this is a lack of that, and I feel like the seclusion from the true tradition. Yeah, definitely. Okay, well, let's move forward. So this is what is underneath. This is the underlying. How I'm reading this. Let's go above. Let's get a view from the top. Let's see where that takes us. Let's build that tower. All right. And let's do it with a Rider Waite. Right. Give a couple shuffles here. Mix it up. Try not to let them fly out and play. I was going to say 52 card pickup, but 78 card pickup. Don't want to do that, especially not now. Right. Set it and forget it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and deal 3 up here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Alright. Immediately with the Moon card. We are delusional about what is going on down here. And I'm not saying that you're not aware that you're unable to kind of move past that stagnation, have forward motion. But we're not addressing it at all. And this is true for me. Not addressing what has happened underneath. And this is all feelings for me. So, family members, not being able to celebrate with family members on the holidays, during the holidays. We're delusional, and we think that we've moved past that, which we actually haven't. So we're actually not past those 2 towers. We're looking up the moon, and we need its guiding light, if you will, or the reflection of light. I don't want to get scientific. And yeah, I mean, the devil reversed, right? Capricorn, devil. We are not able to break some of the addictions we've had. I said consumption, right? I said consumption. Maybe we're going back to our bad habits. And this is what's keeping us down, keeping us as a consumer, not a creator, along with not processing this emotion, along with being delusional and the illusion that we haven't moved past it, and being sad. I mean, this can be just a little sadness and, a little bit of depression by not being able to participate in the traditions with family members or friends. and this doesn't have to be addiction. This could be, ties that, it could be just bad behavior. Not addressing emotions, not addressing feelings, thoughts that you have. However, the view from the top of the tower is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands came up for our Aries friends as well. So the Knight of Wands is amazing upright. And it's also amazing, peeking out that top window of the tower. This is forward motion. This horse is moving. So, we talked about creativity. We talked about not being able to have forward motion. This is definite forward motion here. We have the ability. We have the ability to see the view from the top. Now, we're obviously having some blockages here and the inability to do that. So how do we get from this? How do we merge this? Address what's beneath, which would be our feelings. Use our mind, which I'm looking at this, everything that's in front of us, to get past all of this, to become this Knight of Wands, to ride into victory. How do we do that? Let's bring out the Hermetic deck. Goody. Didn't know I was going to have to deal with my own emotions here. I honestly assumed that I was going to get a heads up that I have moved past some of the things I needed to deal with, but apparently I have some internal work that still requires my attention. All right. And let's see, Hermetic deck. So we're gonna see how we deal with this. Four of Swords. And the Eight of Swords reversed. Four of Swords is rest. And the Hermetic deck actually has little sayings on them. So the Lord of Rest from Strife. So maybe we take a break. Maybe we take a break from everything that we've been toiling over. It's been bugging us, that we've been dealing with. A little sadness, depression from not having those traditions with what I assume would be family members. And, the information. I talked about the swords. We didn't have all the information. We don't have the communication. That's what this is. We don't have communication. We have that lack of communication with the people that we used to surround ourselves during this time, for sure. But we need to stop internalizing that. We need to stop. We need to rest. We need to take a break from that, right? That's what the Four of Swords is telling us. And then we have the Eight of Swords reversed. And this is the Lord of Shortened Force in this deck, right? Or self-entrapment. So we have our answer now. We need to put this to rest. We need to quiet our minds, take a break, take a break during this time, realize that, we have to get through this. We have to process this. And let's not trap ourselves anymore. The Eight of Swords is, in the traditional, the Rider-Waite, is that blindfold that you've put over your own eyes. Take a break from that. Take a break from analyzing everything, We're stubborn. We're stubborn as Taurus. We don't need this in our way. We have enough stuff that we place in our own way as the bullheaded Taurus, right? So take a break, rest your mind, ease into the holidays, realize that you do have forward motion in your future. You do have what you're looking for, what I thought was happening right now. Take a break, do what you can to quiet the mind, realize that you're doing this to yourself. It's kind of the same thing that we had for the Aries, that you've done this to yourself. You've created something in your mind, which is normal, that is not allowing you to break free and to be balanced. And I really want one more card. I'm feeling it. Let's go back to the cards we started with, the Illuminati. One less card for you and I. 5 of Cups, reversed. So our sadness after this month will leave us, right? All that sadness will pour out. All of our emotions will leave us. We will no longer be depressed about this. We will be able to process this. And it will get better. And it will continue to get better. Continue to get better. We have our fiery steed here. We're going to put our armor on. We're going to ride off. And we're going to create a better future for ourselves and become our best self. All right. Thank you so much for sticking around for the ride. And if you like the video, give it a like. If you dig what you're doing here, if you dig what I'm doing here, please show your support. Give us a subscribe. And we can do this, Taurus. We can do this, my Taurus friends. Stand strong. Have a wonderful, wonderful December. And take care.